ora, Cancer, welcome. This is your reading for the full moon in Aries, happening as we speak. So I always do these readings actually on the day, usually, if not a couple of days beforehand, but today, on the day, here in Aotearoa. Let's get your cards out. We go through and clarify. If you haven't joined me before, thanks for joining me. And if you're joining me again, thank you. All your likes, shares and subscribes really help to keep this channel going, and take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and check out other readings that might relate to you or that you notice. So let's see, Cancer. Lovely Cancer, let's see. Gosh, can we get just a few cards to go for Cancer? I'll get them out first, then we'll talk about them. And as I might have just said, we always go through and clarify on this channel with a few other decks. And I've pulled a rock mineral crystal card that we can pull out at the end for you, Cancer, and see if it relates to this reading. We come out here with the Ten of Discs. The Ten of Discs, you know, if I just quickly here do a little scan, you know, we see a level of understanding about the values and loyalties that you grew up with. We see very clearly a lot of those ideas and ideals and people are around you. I do, are around you. How could they not be? Well, you know, people disappear off the planet, you know, they transition, I suppose, and maybe they're not around anymore, but what they leave with you stays with you, I guess you could look at it like that. The Ten of Discs is all about lineage as much as it is about seeing the wealth that you have been gifted by sheer fact that you were born into life on this planet. Yeah, that's quite prominent here in this reading. There's an acceleration of the fiery element within, whether it's you, whether it's someone in your life. We've got then the Knight of Wands, Knight of Rods. Fire of fire, shape-shifting, needs fuel, very dramatic, but lacks any, which is a great thing, lacks any rumination. Very reactive, compulsive, and so there's something about this knight that really gets things done. It's like, you know, you need a little bit of a spark. Here we go. Which leads us to the Queen of Swords. Are you embodying this Queen? Lovely Cancer at this current time. You may well be. Straight up and down. Very acute ability to sort the oats from the chaff, as it were, to discern. And then we have a victory of sorts. We are seen to be successful. We're not talking about finances here. We're talking about seen to be of value. We're talking about you feeling and believing and understanding your own value also. So let's go through, we'll clarify. We'll clarify for Cancer here. What is this Ten of Swords playing out? How is it? It's bringing something new in. Every seed needs spark, needs heat to come into form. And I think you're getting a lot from your, either from your family, from your background, from remembering certain experiences that you've had. Remembering experiences that your ancestors had. Have been told stories, etc., etc., has given you quite a bit of spark to bring in something new for yourself and for the people around you in your life. Princess of Discs is giving birth to something new. We get a new spin of that wheel. We see the universe she holds. It's a powerful position. Yep, there is timing here also. It's a powerful position. We have a gestation going on. And somewhere in here it's got that sparkiness is actually bringing it into form a lot quicker. We also have the High Priestess coming out. So it's like you've had a week of research. You've been in the library. You've been in your library. You've been in your family's library. Someone doing an ancestral search here, Cancer. It may well not be that literal, but you're certainly gaining great impetus from what has happened. And not only in your life, but going back beyond that. You see this here with the High Priestess. You know, it's just, it's, for some of you, maybe recognizing your inner fire. Queen of Swords for Cancer, please. Queen of Swords, the Queen, the great Queen of Clarity. What is this Queen? Possibly a new aspect that you are able to express at this time, Cancer. We've got the Five of Wands coming out, meaning a redelineation of your own, whether it's your personal boundaries, someone else's. We only ever resolve anything through that immediate point of conflict. We understand what we are either up against, whether it's internal or whether it's something or someone externally. When we realize that they're at the, you know, the collective goals are not aligning, we experience conflict. But from that point, we can resolve, we can work upon that. And the Five of Wands is all about that. It's sort of like banging up against the, tapping that, you know, I don't know, carpet to see what lies underneath in order to deal with it. In some ways, it's the result of it is quite a cleansing, is quite a nice, clean feeling. That's what I'm getting. Interesting, Cancer. Anyway, let's keep going. We've got success at the end of this line of cards for you. Join the dots, my friend. This is a storyline. It is symbolic viewing. And I would always say, if you're sitting at home watching this and it does resonate, it's wonderful. You join the dots. It's your, if it resonates for you. If it doesn't, just leave it. But if it does, you're joining the dots. That's good stuff. Victory, overcoming what may have been in the past a resistance to express, or maybe messages that it wasn't okay to fully express yourself, your fiery nature. We see here the princess. We've got two princesses. One is giving birth to something. And this princess, the Princess of Wands, is going through a kind of baptism, a cleansing through fire. There's a really strong fiery element in here. We have a very gentle aspect with the High Priestess coming in also to kind of offer you her cradle. Well, Yes. And Pixie and Fairies, just for a little extra glimmer. I'm trying to keep my readings a little bit shorter so they're easier to stick with and watch. This process here is sort of transformative for you, Cancer. It's quite immediate as well. It feels like it's sort of happening really quickly. We have Pixie and Fairy cards. Iris of the Rainbows, handmaiden, they say to the gods. Able to move between different worlds here. But it really is about clearing that cloudy vista so that we can see very, very clearly. And of course, messages coming through. I just love this card. I really love Iris of the Rainbows. And maybe there are some rainbows coming out for you, Cancer, at this current time. It's really charged up. Now, rock mineral crystal, Cancer. What do we got that you can carry with you, or it will carry you? As I said, the High Priestess here. Offers you a glimpse, allows you to travel and back through the chapters of your own history. But she's also offering you a cradle. Now, whether that's a boat or a cradle, it's about containing you, it's about lifting you. And, Cancer, we have your element, water, emotional, intuition, psychic powers, and healing. And I do think that, strangely, fire and water are very much driving you at this current time. On that note, Cancer, thanks for joining me. Take good care. Over the full moon in Aries, we are building up here to that eclipse. In fact, in New Zealand, we've got a big election coming up. Who's going to be the next government? Well, we're keeping our breath. We're holding our breath. We're keeping it. We're hoping. It's not the Ashast right. Anyway, let's not get into politics, Cancer. Take good care. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time.